Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk less chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing. Cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football. We discussing it all. On and off the field. You know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent. You need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan. Pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the cause. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we poppin'. Let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? It's your boy Rashad. It's Dave in the building. What's good? Dave, how you feeling, bro? Happy G-Ho, first of all.
Happy G-Ho, man. I was down in Hartford, Connecticut, and I had my midnight shot with a bunch of gamers. It was pretty cool. Ran into some Aggies, ran into some other HBCU folks while I was there. So it was a pretty good time this weekend. But happy G-Ho to everybody.
Shout out to the Aggie Pride Shot Fest. If you know, you know. You know what I mean?
Yes,
if you know, you know. Shot Fest on deck, midnight, Saturday night, to commemorate the beginning of the return of Jehovah. Yes, Dave. Jeho is here.
It is here.
One time, Aggie Pride to all the Aggies out here, man. We about to turn it all the way up this week. It's gonna be lit. But unfortunately, Dave, before we get into that, we got to talk Panthers football.
Do we? Do we really have to?
Yeah, we got. It's the people, man. The
I just watched the game right before the show.
Yeah, it was good, solid game. I mean, we started off all right. Had
a spark when we started, but then we were just
now it's
garbage.
just garbage, bro.
Yeah.
Just garbage. But yeah, man. I was at the game. Didn't want to go to the game. Wasn't feeling the vibe. You know what I mean? Wasn't feeling it at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I posted on X. I wasn't really feeling it. Wasn't trying to go to the game. I was a little surprised. You know what I mean? It started off, a little solid, and then it turned sour there towards the end. We hung in there. I don't know why my camera keeps going out like that, which is really weird. Give me a second. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it either. It was doing it right before we went live, too. That was odd.
I know. I saw it. We good, though. I don't know why it keeps blinking out like that, but we'll fight through it and see what happens. Weird. But anyway, Dave, weekend good outside of that?
Yeah, man. I did East Coast Throwdown over the weekend in Hartford. It was a three-day tournament event. Had about 30 different games, had tournaments. I placed 7th in Soul Caliber 2. I got my Soul Caliber swag back. and I commentated while I was out there too. So I had a blast. I had a blast, Got to meet Itabashi Zangief that has the craziest controller I've ever seen in my life.
What the hell was that?
Guy from Japan. Plays Zangief. He won the whole tournament. He won the Street Fighter 6 tournament. He flew all the way to Japan. A lot of upsets, but it was fun. I had a blast, So I got to chill out. Had a bunch of drinks. Got very intoxicated over the weekend as well. So it was pretty good. What about you, man? What you do outside of Sunday? Because I don't want to talk about Sunday.
Chilling, bro. Yeah, we was chilling, man. I had the girls. My wife was out of town. She got back in town Saturday night. So I've been on daddy duty all weekend. Dance dad elite. You know what I mean? So just chilling. Same old.
I ain't had no kids this weekend. Matter of fact, I'm still waiting for one of them to show up at some point tonight. I thought she would have been here by now, but we'll see.
Yeah.
My daughter's got senior pictures tomorrow. She
mine had theirs today. Well, not senior pictures, but they had their photos. Picture day was today. So, all right, Dave, let's go ahead and get into this, man. We got to talk about it. We'll start off with, and again, I'm not investing more time to this team than I need to. Right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not doing slides. It's a waste of time. I'm tired. I've been crazy busy. I just now got a chance to sit down and eat. I've been running around with it's just a lot going on right now. I ain't had time for no slides. We moved the show up one day because I got something to do tomorrow. It's a lot going on. So Panthers are low on the priority list and will remain low until we start winning. Okay. So I'm chilling. I ain't putting together no slides. I'm on strike, bro. I'm on strike.
You sound like me. You sound like me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna talk this thing through. Yeah, I mean, because it's some stuff we need to talk about, right? I'm still here to talk. Yeah, I mean, I'm still here to talk my talk, but the investment of time,
I'm gonna tell you a story, man. So for those who know, we originally supposed to go live at 7 tonight. Shaw was like, "Yo, man, I need more time," and I'm like, "Fine, we can do 8." Bro. I had so while I was in Hartford, I met some folks that was local in the Southern Mass area. Found out they do weeklies on Mondays. So I had every intention of coming to do P&P and then go down to the weekly at 8 o'clock because I don't have the kids on Monday like that. No, you good. You good. I'll start next week. It's not a thing. But it's just hilarious, right? Like, we're at the point of apathy when it comes to this team. Like, I had a theory on Twitter, and I've already gotten into enough trouble on Twitter this weekend with some of my tweets on other stuff. But I had a theory on Twitter, man, that maybe the Panthers organization is purposely being mediocre to get rid of all the podcasters. We might get seeing these.
That's funny. No, I mean, that's one way to do it. Hey, look, it's almost mission accomplished with me, dog. I ain't gonna lie with you. I ain't gonna hold you. It might be mission accomplished messing around with me, bro. They could be. If that's what they're doing, then why does my camera keep going out, bro? This is wild.
That might be a sign, bro.
Maybe, bro.
It's just we've been so bad, and it's like the lack of progression is insane to me. Like, it's just been so bad. Like, we could be better. We could be much. Some people will say, well, we could be much worse. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, we're sitting down there in like retro Detroit numbers, retro Jets numbers, retro terrible franchises numbers.
We're awful. We're awful, bro.
Yeah, we're tired. We're bad. But I'm gonna check some of these comments while Shy get his thing.
Hang on real quick.
While he gets that situated. Let me tell y'all guys something, man. We've been on the Coker better than Mingo train for a while now. We've been high on Coker since we picked him up. We interviewed him. You guys might be shocked, but if you've been watching the show, you should. It's clear that you shouldn't be shocked if you listen to us. But we've been high on Jalen Coker since he got on the team. Shout out to John C. Smith, man. It's enjoyable to see John C. Smith being good at football. Still undefeated. That's what's up. Yeah, man. We're gonna get into the game, but yeah, I watched that game. I literally finished watching it around 7:30, and let me say, yeah. Our camera problems is hilarious. Let's see. I don't think Shot is 2 weeks away. Shot ain't 2 weeks away, man. Shot ain't 2 weeks away.
Had to go back to old trusty, you know what I mean?
I feel you. Shot, you ain't 2 weeks away from retirement, are you?
Nah, but dog, it's getting frustrating for sure. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, let me get these super chats real fast. Welcome to PNP. Like, share, subscribe, and join the Patreon. Appreciate it, OK for the super chat, my man. And shout out to Double O Kane. I haven't attempted to record a game, nor I desire to this year. I'd rather record NFL Red Zone. I didn't watch too much NFL this weekend. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I caught some of the scores. I haven't seen everything yet. I could probably talk about the little things with the league because I just haven't had time. Like, I was doing the tournament stuff all weekend, and then Sunday I had to drive back at the end of the tournament. I didn't get home till like almost midnight. And just today I've been washing clothes so I can pack for homecoming. Geo. Priorities. I mean, tomorrow's my last day of work for the week. Only got to work in the office one day this week. Shout out to Wade Evans for the super chat. How far are we far are we off from the expected winnable games before the season started? Oh, we're far away now.
Bro, we know nowhere near. We
Nowhere
nowhere
near.
close. When we're gonna talk about that, situation changes because the QB, but Dalton essentially playing how we thought Bryce would have before the regression. We're gonna talk about that, so hold that thought. But it's not pretty. It's not pretty, bro.
All right. Situation changes because of the QB, but Dalton essentially playing how we thought Bryce would before the regression. Yeah, no, I'm with you right there. Shout out to the super chat. Is Patrons what the chance 15? Is Patrons what keeping the pod alive?
Hey,
no,
pretty much. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we ain't got a cap, Dave. We ain't got a cap. We're gonna keep it a buck. We can keep it real. We got constituents to feed. We got mouths to feed, Dave. We get the people want to see it. The people have a product they want, and we got to provide it, bro. If it wasn't for Patreon, I'd be out. I ain't gonna lie. Bro. Ain't no need to cap.
Patreon and the sponsorship, huh?
Ain't no need to cap. Shout out to Underdog. Shout out to Patreon, bro. The heartbeat. Without y'all, ain't no need to cap. It's no need to cap. I never got up on this mic to cap to y'all. We gonna keep it a buck. We keeping it all the way 100.
So what? I just
100. Hey, hey, we can. Hey, they don't want me to pod, yo. I'm keeping it a buck.
I'm crying, bro.
Listen, I'm keeping it a buck. I ain't lying.
So y'all heard that, right? Bro. Y'all better become a patron. What keep seeing us every week?
I ain't lying, bro. I'm not lying. I never lie to y'all, bro. I never lie.
Shout out to A Cash. Not gonna lie, if PNP goes on hiatus, these L's gonna be way harder to get through. Oh, bruh. Shout out to Panthers for life. Y'all think Andy actually was helping Bryce when he was starting? I never seen them talk this much on the sideline when he was starting. You got enough time to be out here staring on the sideline like that? Oh, this is hilarious, man. All right. Thank God we drafted Brooks because knowing our team, we about to trade Chuba for peanuts, the Panther way. Come on, guys. I need y'all to give us some type of levity.
All right, let's go ahead and get into this content. That was the last super chat, right? All right, let's get into the jersey and helmet. That's a positive, right? We want to keep it positive, right? So we got some positivity to talk about, and if we keep it a buck, the jersey combo was fire. It's good. It was cool to see it in the pictures, right? But another thing to see it in person. And I gotta be honest, Dave, I was hating a little bit on Detroit. Detroit had a nice little combo. I ain't gonna lie. They swagger jacked us a little bit with the colors and the black. They swagger jacked us. But boy, we hit them with a nice little uppercut with that black and blue. That joint was fire. It looked great in person.
Good.
It looks amazing, man. Shout out to the black helmets. A lot of people pounding the table to keep that as the primary joint. I'm with it.
They should.
Boy,
you need to do something to help this fan base be excited to be seeing this team.
Good. It looked good. Looks dope. It looked good. That all blue, the all processed blue. That's the first time when we saw the all blue back in the day at Thanksgiving. But the all processed
but they had
blue
the silver helmet.
Hit a little different.
With the black helmet,
it's like a little darker twang to it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it looked good, bro. And I think they finally got the helmet to match.
Mm-hmm.
Like the helmet processed blue and the jersey processed blue match from my eye. So that looked good. So it's good. I knew it. I knew we was gonna take an L, but boy, did we look good. Boy, did we look good taking
we look good catching these fades, huh?
Best looking team. We might be the worst team, but we the best looking. I tell you that.
Yeah, we're only gonna be the best looking for a week because we ain't gonna wear those jerseys twice a year. Because the blue's considered the alternate, so you can only wear the blue jerseys twice a year. And so typically we save them for the primetime games, but at least this was a 425er. We don't have any primetime games this year.
They need to change the white to the alternate so we don't wear them joints as much.
Yeah, I agree, yo. We had more white, man. I'm about to have a joke. I'm gonna shut up. Man, we got we playing the white jersey like 10 times, right?
Yeah, it's way too much. Can't blame it on the rain, on the heat, whatever, because it ain't even hot. It's not even hot anymore. But look good, feel good, play bad. Panther. Shout out to Josemir. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, man. Again,
I don't need a blue helmet. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't need the blue helmet.
No, I'm cool on the blue helmet.
I'm cool on the blue helmet.
Look, it's too much. It's too much.
I'm cool with the blue helmet.
That's DTM. You're doing too much. To the processed blue helmet, way too much. Way too much. Way too much. But yeah, man, salute to the Panthers. Look good, but obviously the play didn't quite match how we looked. So it's unfortunate.
Nope.
Dave, you want to talk about the game? I mean, you watched the game. What was your initial thoughts on the game itself? How you feel about it?
I thought we looked good. But there was a prevalent issue throughout the entire game. Like, so there was a prevalent issue. The big prevalent issue is our inability to stop the run, but that's pretty much been it all season. And it kind of really showed near the end of the game, particularly in the midway through the third quarter, all the way through the fourth quarter. But I mean, Bijan Robinson had 2 touchdowns in the first half. So I think that was the big premise that was annoying. Our inability to stop the run. We let Mooney get out too much. We had one play where, they got caught. The secondary and linebacker got caught with each other and what's called was wide open. We had our chances to win the game. The most disappointing thing from the game, more than anything else for me, was the fact that we only scored 3 points in the second half. Like, I thought that was bad. We could say it might be execution, but it's more, I think I'm going to have to put some adjustments on it, just a tad. I mean, probably I need to watch the game again, but I don't know if I want to sit myself through this again. But I think the big thing for me, only 3 points in the second half, bro. Like,
yeah.
we were in the game pretty much until the fourth quarter, and then it got out of hand. It really got out of hand.
Yeah, we was there. No, we was close. We made it close up until the point where Andy Dalton threw that interception, where he was trying to force it to Ian Thomas. Of all people, you want to force it to. You try to force it to Ian Thomas, and got picked off. You had
by AJ Terrell. Like, I was just trying to understand what he was. Why?
Well, part of the reason why, if we want to keep it a buck, ain't nobody really talking about this. But if you go back and watch the play, he had a wide open guy. Somebody tell me who that wide open guy was.
I bet you it was Coker.
No, it was not Coker.
Who was it?
Who was the guy that was wide open? He had a little block that he leaked out. Who was the wide open guy?
Oh shit,
Mingo. Shout out to Carlo. It was Jonathan Mingo. Why didn't he hit Mingo? You tell me. You tell me why he didn't throw to Mingo. You tell me why he didn't throw to Mingo.
You don't trust him,
There's a reason
bro.
why. There's a reason why he forced it. You don't trust him.
You don't trust him.
You don't trust him. If your Metro don't trust you, I'm going to Ian Thomas.
Oh my god, you've been relegated to the slowest tight end on the roster,
bro. And all he had to do, if he threw that to Jonathan Mingo had one dude to make miss, and he would have been off to the races. Probably would have at least got the first down. I think it was a second down play.
Bruh.
So, again.
See, we didn't see the replay, so I didn't know who was open.
I watched it on Twitter. I couldn't see it from the view on the field. Like, when I was at the game, I couldn't see it. But I saw the R22, and I was trying to identify who the guy was, and I saw the big 1-5. And I was like, okay, now I know why he didn't throw it to him.
So are you
now
mad?
That kind of makes sense.
Now,
it's like the lesser of two evils, basically. Your two options are Ian Thomas and Mingo. Who are you gonna go to, bro? Who are you gonna go to?
I'll throw it away. Just throw it away. So
again, bro, it's a mess. We were right there in the game up until that point, and then the daggone beautiful commentary talking about Bryce Young and how he needs to sit behind.
And he threw the pick. He
threw the pick as he was telling them he needs to sit behind a savvy veteran. Like, what do we do, bro? We've got to be the worst. It's almost embarrassing, bro. It's literally embarrassing,
though. We're not the worst team.
It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing, bro. Like, we are a catastrophe, bro. Catastrophe.
Terrible.
And bro, the defensively, bro, the communication issues in the secondary. What are we doing, bro?
Real talk, bro. I'm gonna keep it. You're gonna have me go back and look and see who else was out there playing. Like, you can't tell me that Mingo was
go back and watch it. Go back and what Mingo was wide open, bro.
No, I'm not doubting that. I'm more concerned about the fact. All right, was Diontae Johnson out there? Was Leggett
I don't know
out
who
there?
else was out there.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Now I'm curious.
It was two guys in front of him.
Damn it, man! I'm about to pull
and it
this
was
up.
One of them was wide open. We could pull the play up, bro. We could pull the play up.
I'm so afraid, bro.
It was a guy wide open, check down right in front of him.
Oh,
Jonathan Mingo was wide open, bro.
I'm so afraid, bro.
It's a reason why he decided, I'm not. I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? I'm check my options. You know what I mean? We could pull it. He was wide open, and all he had to do was make one dude miss, and he at least would have had a first down. But Mingo, like somebody said in the chat, Mingo probably would have failed before he got. He probably would have dove for the ball if it fell right in his hands. He would have dove for it, lost his balance, right, and it would have been all for naught anyway. It's just we're a mess, bro. We're a mess. And like I was saying, going back, secondary issues.
Well,
we got issues, bro. We got issues. We got real issues, dog. I don't know what's going on in the secondary. Every game, there's at least one or two miscues in the secondary that really hurt us. Outside of that, man, we were playing defensively. We were okay. We were stopping Kirk Cousins and them. I know we couldn't stop the run, but for the most part, we were stopping at least slowing everything else down. You know what I mean? Like we were containing them. And then all of a sudden, it'd be somebody wide open. Like wide open. Like, what are we doing? And we can't talk about, it's the talent. It ain't the talent. I'm sick of the talent.
It's the scheme.
I'm sick of the talent. I don't know if it's a scheme. I don't know what it is. The coaching is beyond that. It's not a talent issue, bro. Dudes is just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not in the right place it's miscommunications. Dudes are not doing what they need to do. So that to me, that's coaching. That's coaching.
We ain't got to worry about
it's not, bro. We got a talented set. Bro, that's the best part of our team is the secondary. And these dudes, and it's not because they're not talented. It's not because they're getting caught out of, bro, they just miscommunicate. I'm expecting you to be there. You're not there. And it's wide open. It's somebody wide open. It's not that they're getting beat crazy. It's just miscommunications. Shout out to Big Low, man.
Shout out to Big Low. I just find it convenient.
Salute to Big Low, man.
Salute to you, dog. I mean, Falcons beat us. Simple as that. So, what's going on, family? What's up, man? I hope all is well in your end. Don't mean I'm not still mad. But I was expecting to be mad anyway.
It's just miscommunications in the secondary. We can't stop the run. You gave up 200 to both of these running backs. It's just bad, bro. We don't have now up front. We have a talent issue. Up front, pass rush, clear talent issue. I would agree, but the secondary, it's not a talent issue.
No, I agree. Shout out to Wade. Mingo would have made that catch. Car, you ain't lying, bro. And by the way, fun fact: Mr. Coker had more snaps than Mingo in this game.
Yeah, he's starting to lose target snap share, which is
not overdue. Shout out to A-Cash. Yeah, by the way, I answered the question about are y'all ready to say that Coker's better than Mingo? I was like, we've been said it, bro. We've been there. Welcome to the club.
Shout to A-Cash. A-Cash says Dave was confident that we have a chance to win in Germany after these last 2 weeks. I'm not. We ain't winning that game.
We got time. We got a couple weeks.
Okay. Nah, Giants not playing, bro. Giants is playing good football. They losing, but they look better. They look better losing than we do.
I mean, we look good to the third quarter. Second half, third quarter.
Like I said, they look better losing than we do.
Maybe we'll get jet lag or something.
Yeah. So here's another thing. Shout out to Big Low. Yeah, bro, we ran the football down your throats. Not enough.
Nope, because you know what we do when we run the ball. We want to throw the ball after, bro.
On the drive where Andy Dalton throws the interception, we just had 2 gashes. We was gashing y'all. All we had to do was turn around, hand the football. They was gassed. We was killing them. And what does Canales do? Oh, I want to throw the football, bro. Somebody, bro.
Wait, no. Hold on. Stop. No, you got to do that again.
Hold on. I went on the daggone Christmas Charlotte vibe. I went on a pre-show. I did a pre-show with my man Chris. I said, if Chuba don't have 25 carries in this game, he got to be held accountable. Somebody needed to ask this man why we're not running the football more. And it's clear, bro. We had the game in hand. We was down 8 points. It was 20-28. We was driving. 2 successful runs we was driving. That was looking great.
Yeah.
Just turn around, hand the football to Chuba Hubbard, and we would have at least it would have been 1 possession game or tied up. And what do? I want to throw it. Like, it don't make sense. And
no, not just we want to throw it. We want to throw it, and the guy that we're going to throw it to is Ian Thomas because with Mingo open because we decided,
Bro, wasn't we supposed to be frustrated with how committed to the run he was going to be? You got Chuba Hubbard who's running he's averaging about 5 yards a carry. Give this man the daggone rock. You know your offensive line struggling a little bit. You got Yash Nijman in there. You got Brady Christian. These dudes is a little mid compared to what we had prior. They did okay though. I ain't gonna lie, they did all right overall in the game. I didn't do the grades because I don't feel like it. Okay, this team don't deserve my time. I don't feel like looking at doing the grades. But bro, run the football, run the dang ball.
It's kind of wild that we've reached the point where we want. Well, I've always been an abrasive of running the football, but we've reached the point as a fan base where we're ready to just see folks just run the damn ball at this point. But I just, man, I don't know, man. When I saw that pick, I was like, why? Why do you throw it to Ian Thomas? Why didn't you keep running the ball? Why can't you wait until the Falcons can show that you can stop it? That's what they were doing to us. They were no rush.
The Falcons too. The Falcons will get away from the run too sometimes. They're guilty
they do.
Of that too. But still, bro, we ain't had no excuse, bro. We had no just run the football, man. Chuba,
he only got 2 carries. Look, did you see the stat? 18 carries total. Carries 16 came with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. So you're telling me from
take that off the screen, bro. I'm getting mad. You'll take that off the screen, bro.
I'm just trying to show that like they abandoned and Miles got a lot of carries. Miles got more than I don't know. Miles got more than I thought he should have, but you know. All right, man. So what I've learned is
this is frustrating, bro.
Look, this is what I've learned. I've learned that Canales wants to throw the ball, and he wants to throw the ball more than he probably should be throwing the ball. I've learned that Coker is now the third wide receiver right now on the roster. That's what I've learned. I think that's clear now based on the data. And the other thing that I've learned is that our strongest position on defense is struggling probably due to scheme and coaching. That's what I've learned. The other thing I've also learned is that if we need a bye week badly, bro. We need a bye week badly. Look, man, one step at a time. Because if I say this take, y'all think y'all gonna call me crazy again. One step at a time. I don't think he's the second best. I mean, I'll probably put Leggett and Diontae ahead of him. But he's definitely 3.
But I mean, that kind of goes into the next topic, which we talk about like the future, right? The future of this team. Everybody and their mama is okay with us losing because it's supposed to be evaluation period, right? But I got some real bro. It makes it even more frustrating because we take this back to the Bryce conversation. Like, bro, I need to breathe for a second.
You need to trade. Well, while you breathe, I'm gonna go and do the promo for Underdog Fantasy. You guys go to underdogfantasy.com. Use the promo code PNP when you do. You can do some best ball drafts and draft our opponents every week if you want. So this upcoming week we're playing the Commanders. My suggestion: do a weekly draft, do a daily fantasy draft, and just draft nothing but Commanders. You could do that. Just draft the whole Commander squad. Try to win you some money, or you can do the pick 'em and do hires and higher lowers, and maybe you can potentially win money using the Scorchers. You can probably win hundreds times your money possibly. Typically, you get around 6 to 20, depending on how many you want to pick, but you can go up to like 400 or 500 with Scorcher. So go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP. It really helps out the channel. They're still doing the deposit bonuses. So just go on underdogfantasy.com. And if you're not into football, that's understandable because you're a Panthers fan. It's been a struggle. They do other leagues too. Major League Baseball. They do UFC. They do everything. They even do esports. So just go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do. Thank you.
So let's talk about the future for a second, because I got questions. Nobody has answers. And I do like what we're seeing in Coker and Leggett. They're coming along nicely, right?
Mm-hmm.
That positive. If we're gonna stay positive, that's dope.
I think our receivers are. I think the opportunities that these guys are getting right now, with unfortunately with Thielen being hurt, with more opportunities for them, more target share for them. But that's happening. That's good for the future of our receiver core. And maybe next year we won't be talking about we need to go ahead and draft another receiver early for a change.
Yes. So that in that aspect, if you go to the defense side of football, Trevin Wallace is playing very well. Not perfect, but these reps for him are so important. He's got the mic. He's setting the defense. Like I like that. I'm glad he's getting an opportunity, especially when it's such a loss. It's basically a lost season, right? It's a lost season. Everybody calls this a development year, right? And so, Dave, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
If this is such a development year, and we are basically would have been in the same spot had we played Bryce Young,
We'll probably be one. Let's keep it a buck. Let's be clear.
One win, 0 wins. What the hell's the difference?
There's only one team. There's only 2 teams in NFL history that's gone over. I didn't want to be the third.
I don't, bro.
I do.
We're splitting hairs here. Just follow me.
I know that, but
you're okay, Mr. Semantic Man. Just follow me here.
I'm following.
We're in the same spot.
Okay.
What is the purpose? And the only thing I can hear from you all is, we get to evaluate our wide receivers. Cool. What is the purpose of continuing to play Andy Dalton?
Oh, that's easy.
It doesn't make sense.
What
you're about to say doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it does.
Go ahead.
Bro, you made the decision to bench Bryce. It's clear as day that he's not part of your future plans. It's clear.
That's not clear. It's not clear.
Oh, in my eyes, it's clear.
It's not clear at all. It's not clear. In fact, it's very foggy outside. You looked outside, Dave. It's real foggy.
I can't speak.
It's very unclear to me, bro.
Listen, it's clear to me, bro. He done here. And I said that once they decided to sit him.
He ain't done, bro. Which makes it more frustrating.
He's done here, bro. I stand by that.
I disagree.
Nah, and I said that as soon as we sat him, and folks thought I was crazy then. He's done here, man. Like I
disagree.
And the reason why I say that, and it goes back to the discussion point of Canales, right? Like I don't think that he thinks that he's his guy.
I disagree. I completely disagree, bro. I completely disagree with that. This is why these shows like this are great, because you get two different thought processes. I completely disagree, bro. A morale killer, bro. Have you watched the game? You talking about Bryce is a morale killer, bro? Is you watching what I'm watching? My morale killed too. We still in the same spot.
But the question is the locker room? What's the locker room morale looking like?
I guarantee you it was cool. That little pick me up we got was dope. I'll give you that. That little pick me up after the Raiders.
We wouldn't have gotten that though.
But bro, we right back in the same spot. We are right back where we were.
But the question becomes, all right, so week.
Okay, so Dave, here's the thing. Even if you think that Bryce is not the guy, okay, if he's not the guy, why isn't he traded by now? Number one, why is he?
That's a whole different discussion, bro.
It's not. No, it's the same discussion. It's in this discussion because if you're so adamant, that he's not the guy, why ain't he gone already?
We got how many more weeks for the deadline?
I don't know,
couple weeks. We got time. We got time.
So,
I already said we should trade him before the deadline. I've already been on record on saying that as well.
Okay, you could say that, but you also saying a lot of things about he not not part of the bro. I think he is. I think, and here's the thing. If this is an evaluation year, why is it an evaluation year for everybody else but Bryce? The most important position on the field. Why doesn't he get a full breadth of evaluation?
Because once again, Rashad, he's not part of the future plan.
I disagree.
Bro, listen, man. Listen. When they benched him, I thought he wasn't part of the plans anymore. But the moment when they asked that man, when they asked that coach, why did you bring in Bryce? And he said, well, I wanted to protect my starting quarterback. Dog, he ain't there. He ain't gonna be there.
Hey, Dave, let's keep it a bean. Are we ready to say what the real is? Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the Panthers have any idea what they're doing. I think
we knew that already, bro.
I think they just go on week by week, whatever the week brings them. We're just winging it. I don't think they really know. Hey, honestly, Dave, I don't think they truly know for a fact that Bryce is or is not part of the long-term plan. I don't think they have any idea. I think they just winging this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like it, bro. Dave, can we both agree with this, right? We both agree that Canales was brought in here to develop Bryce Young, right?
Sure.
That's why he was hired.
Yes.
Okay. Some players come to you to say, "Hey, look," and we know this. This is sources, not the streets. This is sources. Okay. Players go to you and be like, "Hey, look, bro. Hey, he messing up my bag. I need you to bench. We need to put Andy in." So they throw Andy in. Now what?
I mean, they're trying to protect this bag. The theory got to roll it in.
And people saying I'm holding on to Bryce. I'm not holding on to Bryce. My point is this, bro. You got him for another 2 years. This is second year in the league.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere for at least 2 more years.
So what? My point is,
unless you trade him,
you were brought here to rectify this man. And you gave him 2 games and said, nah, I doubt they're done with him. But
here's my response to that.
They're not.
Here's my response. But here's my response to that, Shad. It's more than 2 games. The evaluation process is across the board, from everything that you do, practices, training camps, everything. It's not just 2 games. And that's my thing. Like, it could be very possible that Canales saw enough. Like, it's very plausible that Canales was like, I think I've seen enough. And could there be a scenario where he could come back? Sure. I just don't see it.
Bryce coming back. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, he coming back.
Bryce is gonna come back for the wrong reasons. Is my point.
He's coming back He's coming back. Hey, Dave, get that button ready. I'm telling you, he's coming back, bro. And it's not about me. It's not about me. Like, bro, do I think Bryce can lead this team? Probably not. But you got a lot invested in him. I think he's coming. What? My point is this. Here's my point. If you're gonna end up in the same spot, why not? Dalton is not the long-term answer.
So, all right,
Bryce has more of a chance to be the long-term answer than Andy Dalton does.
But yet, sure. However, what if it's the situation where you just go after another veteran quarterback going into the next offseason? Why are you laughing, bro?
I don't, because again, I was laughing at that comment.
Which one?
My man said Jesus is 2 one day. Hey yo, nah. Oh man, he said Jesus coming too, bro.
All right.
That's funny, bro. But this is why I think we just winging this shit. Bro, did we have no plan? There was no solid plan, which is what I said when you benched Bryce Young. There was no plan.
No, here's my thing when you say there's no plan, right? If you made the decision to bench Bryce Young, that means you've already said what you wanted to say. You pretty much said you're done with him. You cannot bring him back at this point. You can't.
I disagree.
Bro, you can't. Have we ever seen some shit like this before?
Bro, they brought him off the bench in a game, bro.
Yeah, as the backup quarterback when the game was out of hand. They're not bringing that man back to start.
It still brought him back, bro.
Oh, come on, dog. Let's be true. That man said that he brought him back to protect this starting quarterback from getting beat up from that offensive line that was playing horrendous that day.
That's what the
coach said.
Back.
That's what Canales said.
Bryce coming back, bro.
Yeah, he gonna come back for cleanup.
Again, I'm not saying he the guy by any means. Trust me. I think that I'm with y'all. I think the ship has sailed. My point, though, is if you're going to end up in the same spot, then why the hell not at least give the man a full breadth of games to go out there and at least you'll know for sure and you can make a decision by the end of the year.
But what if the decision's already made, Rashad?
Bro, it's not. I'm telling you it's not. You don't play that. You don't get hired to fix this man and give him 2 games, then they say I'm done. There's no way.
But it goes back to what I said when they made that decision. If that man was brought in to fix Bryce, you can't keep him as the coach. You can't. It's layers to it, right? So you hired this man to fix Bryce Young because you're the quarterback whisperer. You be out here finding these quarterbacks, changing how they play, and they ball out of their mind, right? They do things they've never been done before. It's like magic. Wow, right? So you do all this stuff. And now you make the decision to bench this man after 2 games. So the question I had initially, and I said it after it was done, why are you here? Why did they hire you? Because your job was to fix him. And you've already benched him after 2 games. So why did they bring you here? And I'm not asking for somebody to get fired. It's just a legitimate question. I'm just trying to understand. If you were brought in because you fix quarterbacks and your job was to fix this man, and after 2 games you said, nah, I'm good. I ain't trying to go through this. And now you're sitting in this. You got 1 win with Andy, which was good. It was good for the fan base to see. But now we're back to where we were in the Bryce. But then again,
in the same spot.
But then again, I think folks have forgot how bad those first 2 losses were. They were bad, bro.
Okay, just like you forgot about how bad that Bears game was too. Obviously.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad.
Hey, people, let's keep it a bean here. So now we're talking facts. Let's talk some facts here. Okay, because now I got the pod. Let's talk about the defenses that Bryce played versus the defenses that Dalton played, and then when Dalton played a Bryce caliber defense that he played, look how he looked. Exactly how daggone Bryce looked. Yeah, hey, they should have let Bryce cook against the Falcons. Falcons defense is trash. We looked exactly the same. Andy Dalton looked exactly the same as Bryce against a good defense. Right or wrong?
Right now,
right or wrong? Y'all don't want me to pod, bro.
No, listen.
Do y'all want me to pod or no? Because I'm chilling. I'm about to chill. Do y'all want me to pod or no?
Well, while the chat debates, I'm gonna do the super chat. I think there's now, side of the way, Evans. I think the difference now is that we know what we have offensively skill-wise now. We have not had that outlook if Bryce was in. Year 1 with the coach, he has to think about more than Bryce. He has to win. He has to win. Canales has to win. Like, I think folks got to realize that
he ain't winning nothing, bro.
This owner,
we don't know what we're doing.
This owner let a coach go mid-year. Do I think that'll happen again?
We don't know what we're doing, bro.
I don't know.
We don't know what we're doing. We are going flying by the seat of our pants, bro. We don't know. There's no direction. We have no clue.
So let's go ahead and have the discussion. Do you see a scenario where Bryce could come back after the bye?
Yes. Why not?
Oh, so now
if we are still a 1-win team,
so you're gonna have Bryce Young come back. You're gonna have Bryce Young come back against the Chiefs. I think that's our opponent after the bye.
Why not? My question to you, Dave, is why not?
Why not?
You ain't got to answer.
Oh, I got an answer. They made it. They made the decision.
If we are 1-9, why not?
Well, it depends, right? If it looks more like if we're 1-9 and more games look like what happened with the Bears game, then yeah, then we can have a discussion point. But then I still think I just don't think he's in the future plans, bro. I don't.
Bro, we ain't got no future, bro. We winging it. We don't know what we doing, bro.
No, we're gonna be playing more. We're gonna be going after veterans from this point forward. That's what I think we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And let me be clear on this. I'm not advocating, and nor do I think Bryce is the future. I'm not saying that by any means. But what I'm looking to accomplish is I want to know by the end of this year so we can move on. Because I feel like right now what we're doing is just delaying the inevitable. Because guess what? Hey, if you don't find out now, Bryce going to end up keep coming back next year because he's still under contract and he's going to be playing right there. He's going to be the starter potentially next year. Now, let's rip the Band-Aid off. Let's know by the end of it, he had enough time to sit behind Andy Dalton for a couple of weeks. And by then, we should know.
It's only been 3 weeks.
I'm talking about by the time of the bye.
Oh, by the end of the bye.
I'm talking about by the end. By the time of the bye, he would have sat enough. Throw him back in there. Let's find out if he's the guy or not, and then we can move on. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't think they know. We feel a certain way, but I don't think they know.
I just think that when you make the decision to go ahead and set him, bro, I think that's it. Like I think he's done. Like I just don't. I don't see it. Like I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, so be it, right? But I just don't see it because I don't think we've ever seen something like this where you start a guy the entire rookie year, you bring him in for the following season, playing for a couple games. Now, granted, new coaching staff, playing for a couple games, you sit him, and then the first game you sit him, they win, and then after that, you start to see very flashes of the same thing. But one thing is clear though, man, it ain't just Bryce. We got too many damn problems on this team, which was one of the reasons why.
That's valid.
Yeah, so which is one of the reasons why last year I was hoping that we would sit him, let Dalton play last year. Because if your team ain't ready for a rookie quarterback, it's okay to say that your team's not ready for a rookie quarterback. And right now, this roster's not. It's not. It's not ready for a rookie quarterback. It's not. Like, I think what happens is that historically, a lot of teams, they tend to draft these quarterbacks super high, but they have so many other holes. You got to build the roster first and then put a quarterback in there to make him look good. You got to put the pieces around him. We've had a conscious habit of not doing that. Now, granted, we finally fixed the offensive line, but now we're getting barraged by injuries, right? But at the same time, huh?
Bro, are we going pod or no?
Go ahead.
Bro, with our defense at full strength, it was still struggling. Our defense
has been good, bro. Like we know this. Like it's clear that we know this. Canales ain't getting fired. Like let me be clear. I just asked the question. Canales is safe this year. Rams, shout out to Wade again. Rams, Titans, Browns, Jags, and Patriots are all just as bad as us, and we might have the worst roster of them all. Yeah, right now, if you ask me right now, who's the worst team in the NFL? I mean, I know the Patriots beat us up in the preseason, but I mean, it's between us and them, ultimately. Ebro scheme sucks this year, but it was all right last year. What changed? Riddle me that. What changed? Don't worry, man. We're gonna get a new defensive coach the way he's looking. I think Canals is gonna let him go interview elsewhere for other positions next year. Safe bet.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Safe bet.
So real quick, people are asking about injuries and injury updates. I believe that Jonathan Brooks' injury 21-day window should be opening up. I think they had to make a decision today. I don't know if they officially did it because I had to go do some stuff, so I'm not sure if they officially did it or not. But he should be jumping off of the injured reserve list pretty soon. DJ Wanham, all these guys are getting ready to come back. So could things shift in our favor when we get some guys back? Wanham come back, you get Clowney back. You know, I agree. We do got some injuries on the defensive side of football that are hampering it, but I would say that our defense wasn't that great when they were 100% either. But again,
Nope,
they
it
didn't have
sure
a
wasn't.
full complement to develop. So okay, we'll let that slide. I mean, it'd be great to have Derrick Brown back. I believe Derrick Brown's the best player on the team. And with him out, it's that's a tough blow.
It's showing, bro. It's showing.
Yeah, it's
It
bad.
is showing.
Yeah, it's bad.
He made the right decision to pay him. We just had bad luck with the injuries. He's the best guy we got. When you lose your best defensive player, just like what's going on with Detroit. You heard what happened to Detroit, right? With Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, it broke his fibula. Saw that.
Yeah, he's done for the year. So like that's their best player on defense. They're not gonna they're gonna be good, but like Super Bowl might be tougher now than what it was before. Because you can't just replace that. There's some players you just can't insert here. So,
yeah, bro, it's frustrated, man. I'm frustrated. Everybody's frustrated. Rest of the injuries. We should have some guys coming back. I think Moulton's day to day, Clowney's day to day. So, I mean, we should see. We should see. What does that say? If you're a PFF fan, worth pointing out the Panthers.
The Panthers 5 starting offensive linemen, all placing the team's top 6 great offensive players for Carolina versus Atlanta. I don't know if that, depending on what the numbers are, I don't know if that's good or bad.
So keeping it a buck, Atlanta's pass rush is one of the worst. It's pretty bad. They're worse than us. They're worse than us, like statistically.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So great. They had a great game. Don't want to take that away, but let's keep it a bean. Atlanta's pass rush is really terrible. They are very bad. So in the context of that, their defense overall is not very good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they get shootouts every single game. So, my man said, how you say you frustrated and want to put Bryce back in, bro? It ain't changing nothing. The frustration is the same, bro. Am I not being very concise with what I'm trying to say?
No,
Dave, what I'm trying to get to is we need a solution, a long-term solution at quarterback. Not no patchwork, not no Andy Dalton for the next. No, I want a quarterback for the next 10 years. We need to get that quicker, sooner rather than later. And so what I'm trying to understand and what I'm trying to get a nail in the coffin is on Bryce Young. The longer we sit him, and this is for y'all, I'm talking for the Bryce haters and for the folks that don't want him. You want Bryce out there. If you hate Bryce and you don't want him to be around,
true.
You want him to dig his own grave. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So you want him to be out there and dig his own grave and let him fail so that we can then move on. Is that not clear? That's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. We need to know sooner rather than later. We can't play the game. Because guess what? Him sitting behind Andy Dalton, it buys him more time. He's going to be here next year, and y'all going to do nothing but complain next year as well. You want him to play. It ain't buying us no wins. We right back in the same spot. So what are we saying? Like, I will understand if we had 2 to 3 wins, that changes the conversation because now you're playing for dubs. That's different. We are right back in the same spot.
I mean, he ain't gonna retire during the season.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking long term.
Yeah, we're talking about Dalton. Like, he ain't gonna retire during the season. He'll retire at the end of the year.
I'm talking, and again, it would be a different conversation if Dalton was stacking dubs. I would understand at that point. All right, because we could make a division potentially. That's different. We right back where we were, bro. The vibe is lost. That vibe, that little spark that Dalton gave us is gone. It's gone. So at
the same time though, bro, and this is why it's hard to go back to Bryce. Besides the fact I don't think he's going to be back, but you got to remember that it isn't just about the quarterback position or the player, the quarterback, right? It's about the rest of that locker room. And if that locker room feels like Andy Dalton gives those guys the best chance to win, they got to keep playing Andy. Like that's just the way. That's just what it is. Like I understand that we've only gotten one W in the win column.
Yeah.
I know you get it. But I'm just like, you got a whole locker room that you gotta balance too, right? If those guys think Andy gives those guys the best chance to win, you gotta keep playing them until it gets to a point where Andy does not give them the best chance to win. Remember I know whatever Coach Canales says nowadays ain't really much.
It sure ain't. That's
it ain't.
Sir Cap,
But
Sir Cap a lot right now, bro.
Yeah,
he be lying. He up there capping, bro.
But he did say Andy Dalton gives him the best chance to win. Now, if you guys really think that Bryce is going to come back, then we got to get to a point where he feels like Bryce Young is going to give him the best chance to win. Like, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't see that scenario happening this year. I don't. I think Andy's going to give it the best chance to win to the end of the year. I just don't see it. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I don't see it.
Maybe.
Shout out to Wade for the super chat. According to the streets per PFF, Andy Dalton ranks first among all qualifying quarterbacks in adjusted completion percentage for 20+ yards pass attempts.
He
knows how to dog.
Is solid. I ain't gonna hate. I ain't gonna lie there.
So that's the thing, right? Like, so
I mean, that's one part of the game, though. Like,
it is, but hey, it's an important part because your boy Canales out here wanting to freaking throw the ball down the field like there's no tomorrow, even when you got an efficient running game. Like, at some point, you got to realize, like, and we've interviewed multiple players, man. We've talked about when records are rough because we've had some rough records since we've been running this show. And a lot of the players say the same thing. We don't be out here just to play. We're out here trying to win these football games. So you got to put everybody in the best. You got to put the right players up front. That's going to give you a chance to win the game. And right now, you cannot convince me 1 second that Bryce Young will give you the best chance to win these games right now. You can't. You can't convince me that.
I would agree there. But when you get up there and you sit up there and you talk about evaluation, I just think that it's at what point do you start to evaluate your quarterback and you start to say, all right, what are we going to do long term here? Because that's my concern is long term, and that's why I questioned the big thing at the beginning.
Well, so we've had how many head coaches has Tepper hired since we got in here? We've got 3.
6.
Well, with the
I was counting interim. I was counting
with the interims. So he's hired 3, and this is the first time that the coach didn't really get to pick his quarterback. If you want to keep it a buck, right? When Matt Rule showed up, he moved Cam on, he picked Teddy, then he went to Sam and everything else. He chose his path, right?
Fair.
All right. When Frank got here, all the debates about who got to pick what quarterback. Bottom line is he got a quarterback, and it was Bryce. Like, he got the number 1 overall pick, right? Didn't work out. He got out the paint rather swiftly. And then now we have Canales here. Really kind of inherited Bryce. Doesn't know what it's gonna be. He's rolling with Andy right now because that's who the backup was. So I say all that to say Canales really hasn't gotten to pick his quarterback. He's inherited both quarterbacks.
And y'all know how I feel, and we've said this on the show multiple times. Anytime you get a new coach, that coach always deserves the right to bring in their own quarterback and go down with the quarterback that they brought in. So I support moving on for Bryce.
It's not just Bryce, it's Andy too, right? He didn't get to pick either one of these guys.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though, Dave. I'm with that. I'm with him bringing in his guy. I'm with that. But let's get there sooner rather than later. And so what my fear is that, and I'm just thinking out loud. My fear is that they're probably not going to draft a quarterback in the first.
They better not.
They're probably not. They're probably not. Well, I would agree that they're not going to do that. If they do get one, they'll probably be in the second, third round. If they even decide to go that route,
I don't think
they might not. I'm just throwing that there's an option. I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they will or they won't. I'm just saying that if they do, they could grab one in the second or third round. I support that more than I support getting one in the first.
I'll keep it a buck with you. I don't want them to draft a quarterback at all in this draft. I'm gonna keep it.
Fair
I'm gonna
enough.
be real with you.
No, well, I think they should at a certain point. If a certain guy falls, I think you should consider it, depending on who that guy is. But again, I'm not for drafting a guy in the first for sure. But I would agree there. But Dave, you again, even with that, so are you saying with what you're saying go the veteran route? Do you think there's a veteran option that could give us a long term? Or are you just saying patchwork it through? Who do you think? Do you think they can land a guy like Justin Fields, or something like that becomes available potentially? I don't know. I'm just talking out loud.
No, I'm just like just examples. Like
somebody out there.
I think quarterbacks. I think there's a level of veteran quarterbacks that could be available to go get. And he can decide if he wants to do a short-term route or he wants to do patchwork. But let him be part of that decision-making process, because it's obvious that he ain't in it for this. Like, and that goes back to if you're gonna go back to Bryce, if they make the decision to go back to Bryce, man, that means he's gonna have to at some point. He's going to be connected to him because that's the call that you make. But we'll see. You can get to the Super Bowl both ways. You can get there both ways.
Our roster is not built to go to the.
We've got a long way. I'm just trying to get us wins now, right? Like we're a little bit away. But my point is that we can start building the pieces around him, around the quarterback, whoever that may be. And I think we could go get a veteran. I mean, we could go get somebody at some point. Who knows, right? Like, but you don't have to draft a guy early, is my point. We ain't got to go and draft another quarterback early. I don't want Russell Wilson either, but we'll see. Because people forget, wasn't Canales with the Seahawks when they made the decision to move on to Geno Smith?
Yeah, he was the coach.
Yeah. So, maybe we don't want to go get Rush.
Yeah, maybe we can catch our Jared Goff or Matt Stafford type situation, and that would be dope. Listen, it's been done, right? These teams have been successful, but our Nick Foles, right? Maybe we can catch that wave.
I mean, but the thing is, to catch these waves, you got to have a roster behind that quarterback. So that's first and foremost for me.
Exactly.
Like, that's where I'm at. Like, that's first and foremost. Build the roster first, man.
Yeah,
just build the roster first.
Know, man. It's frustrating.
Just build a roster
first. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do, bro. I had this team. It lacks direction. I don't know where we're going. I don't know who the quarterback is gonna be.
This would be wild if we got Deshaun Watson, but that's pushing it, man. Shout out to Lyles.
Yeah.
I
think a lot of his. I think a lot of his struggles up there in with the Browns. I think that's a lot of Stefanski, like, in his scheme, bro. I've been doing I've heard a lot about him not really meshing. They're not really playing to his strengths. If you go back to his time in Houston, and I heard I think, who was it? AJ McCarron talk about it. One of them Bama quarterbacks that he played with the Texans. They talked about how they really tailored, and they brought in some of that stuff from Clemson and really tailored their playbook to Deshaun and his skill set. And that's why he was so great. Now, the team was trash, but he had a monster year. One of those years. When they won 4 games. He was like cream of the crop. Like, he was out here 5,000 yards, I want to say, or something like that.
Close to it, yeah.
But yeah, he was cooking. But that it goes to scheme, right? And so what I'm hearing, the word on the street with his situation, is that Stefanski is not really tailored.
Oh no, they don't get along, bro. Nah, they don't get along. They can try to twist it all they want. They're not in sync. That's part of after what happened last year when they had to play Flacco and Flacco led them boys to the playoffs. That's all you need to see. But we'll see. I know you guys are out here with the Deshaun. I just want to remind y'all that some of y'all are Clemson fans in the chat. So, but ultimately though,
don't read that. It's just funny. My bad.
No, listen. There's a lot of them that I don't want to read. But either way, he's an option, and a lot of folks wanted him anyway, and they're not happy when he ended up in Cleveland. But I mean, that's a veteran quarterback that Canales can go and try to fix right around his alley, right in his alley, right? But seriously though, we can find veteran quarterbacks. There'll be some available.
Always veteran quarterbacks
There's
available.
always veteran quarterbacks
I don't
available.
know. We'll see. We'll see, man.
We'll find out when the season's over.
All we can do back is sit back and take these L's and build our roster for the next, because we're not gonna be good for the next 2 to 3 years going that route. And it's
you can turn it around fast. It's just you just gotta make.
We ain't doing.
Gotta make the right decisions, bro.
We've done nothing but make wrong decisions.
Houston turned that joint around fast.
Yeah, and they drafted the.
Well, stop. Listen, they did more than that. They got a good coach too. They got a hell of a coach. And you know that's the key too. Is you allow personnel that you got. All right, we're gonna go to the last topic. I know y'all want to talk about next week's game.
Yeah, let's get it.
Oh God. All right. I'm gonna try to preface this way. We're playing the Commanders next week.
We getting smoked, Dave.
No, I'm gonna ask you a question. What can the Panthers do to win this game?
I don't see a W.
I don't want a prediction. God damn it! I don't want a prediction.
I'm Dr. Strange, and I don't. It's not the way. I don't see a way. I don't see a possibility.
Look, last week we said that we were going to get clobbered by Atlanta. We kept it competitive. We kept it competitive for 3 quarters. Maybe this time we'll keep it competitive for 4.
No, we're not.
Washington's good though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Washington is a good team, bro.
They're good.
They playing good football.
Nobody saw this coming. Let me be clear.
Well, they got one of the most important parts of the equation correct, which is something that we
wouldn't have gotten it correct this year either, because everybody wanted Caleb Williams, because Chicago didn't. As much as Chicago beat our behind, folks are not happy with how Caleb's been playing. Daniels might end up being the best quarterback in this draft when it's all said and done. But it's only 1 year. Takes time, but so far he's been looking good. So you don't have a scenario. So this is the second week. This is the second week in a row that we don't have. Bro, a scenario.
I don't see any more W's on this schedule.
Giants. I'm not gonna follow to Germany to see my boys get their ass beat, man.
Bro, enjoy the beer, bro. It's a good vacation. I don't see, bro. Defense is not playing. Unless something crazy happens with the defense. No, don't see it. Who's gonna he gonna turn it up?
It's a blood and guts game for Oos, right?
Every time, everybody leaves here, goes and balls out. Not good.
Oos was balling for us too, so
he was. He balling for them too.
To be fair,
he balling for them. Yeah, man. But listen,
Daniels is legit. Jalen Daniels is legit though.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, Jalen Daniels is legit.
He's legit. The good receivers.
Man,
we're gonna have some problems.
Yeah,
we're gonna have some problems, bro. We're gonna have some.
Eckler's still there. I don't know if Eckler. I don't think Eckler's still there. Eckler's healthy.
That defense.
He ain't even the main guy. Brian Robinson has been the one that's been running the ball on them boys. Been running on folks.
That defense is good too.
Dan Quinn got them boys playing, man. And Dallas missed Dan Quinn, it looks like, because Dallas has been horrendous. But, and Chin's got a blood and guts game.
Oh, man.
I ain't ready
about Chin.
I ain't ready
about Chin, bro.
Yeah, I ain't ready to say the Commanders are the second best team in the NFC, though. But I might not have a choice when I look at it. Like, if I go back and pull them
boys, man.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, man. Nah, it's tough.
Brian Robinson on IR, I think.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. According to this.
Could be wrong. Well, could be. No, you might be right. I didn't watch. I didn't realize he was hurt.
Being Michelle says, BY fan here, trade him. And he gives y'all the best chance to win. And y'all 1-5. LOL. Canales, your fans and the team don't want him. Free Bryce.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Trading him is the way.
Boy,
here's another one. We missed this one. If we dump Bryce and he balls out elsewhere, then what? I'll be happy for him. Shout out to Joe Clarity for the super chat.
Wouldn't be the first time,
and it won't be the last. Shoot, the Vikings are still undefeated, ain't they?
bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. We just
Sam Darnold's a dang on MVP candidate, and I didn't say that. That's what That's what the streets have been saying.
Hey, when you undefeated, that
puts you undefeated and you playing well. That's what happens, bro.
Yeah, man. It's unfortunate, bro. I got nothing, man. This is not fun. It's not fun anymore. Getting up here, we talk about the same thing every week.
Well, I'm trying my best to try to give a scenario of us being able to beat these guys next week.
I don't see it happening.
I mean, if we actually commit to the run and not try to go past it, happen, we don't need to when things are working.
Let me see these team rankings real quick and see where they stand, because I could tell you right now, we just went up against one of the worst defenses in the league and couldn't get it done. So, again, is this another Bears scenario? I think so. I think this is more of a Bears situation than a Falcons, a Raiders type game.
So the Commanders have the 13th best defense in the NFL for total defense. Their pass defense is 12th. Their run defense is 21st.
Okay, so we're not going to run the football. So I mean,
their scoring defense is 19th. So I think Dan Quinn has a decent defense, but I think we should be able to run on them.
No, yeah, we should have been able to run on the Falcons too, and
we did. We just abandoned it. So that's what Canales.
Exactly. So what? What's the definition of insanity day?
Doing the same thing over and over again.
Don't expect nothing different, because we always abandon the run. We've been doing it.
Somebody's got to ask him if he does this crap again this weekend, bro.
Bro, I asked Chris to ask him. Bro, like he gotta.
I didn't watch I didn't watch the presser, so I don't know what the hell he said. But
I listened to it. I didn't hear nothing about getting away from the run, unless I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't watch the presser.
But yeah, since you already hit the rankings,
go ahead.
That's what I was going.
Yeah,
but yeah,
so
man,
let me see.
Not good stuff. Not good stuff from the Carolina Panthers. It's gonna be a long Sunday. I am gonna lie. I do plan to live stream it. It's a 4:00 game too, ain't it? And it's another 4:00 game.
Yeah, it's another 4:00 game.
I hate 4:00.
I think it is. Let's see.
All right, let's hit these super chats. A couple of super chats came in. Another one came in. Wade says, "Could our resistance to trade Bryce be the front office trying to change their ways of moving on from players, and still being responsible for so much of the money?" Could be, but you gotta. If it's not gonna be a part of your long-term plan, you gotta get something back. So
if you wait too long, we're not gonna get anything back. If we haven't learned that lesson enough. Like
y'all talking about trade value. Hey, Bryce's trade value ain't gonna get no worse than what it is.
The longer we wait to trade him, the lower his value is gonna be. Like that's just the reality of it all. If you've decided that he's not in your future plans, you need to go ahead and trade him now. Like it's just that simple. My daughter has finally made an appearance into my house.
My man said, do we miss Brian Burns yet?
No. But I will say this: y'all got mighty quiet when he finally had a good game. I will say that.
Yeah, he had a good game. He did have a good game. I didn't watch the game, but the streets saying he had a good game yesterday. So salute to Brian Burns. But I don't know, bro. I not looking forward to this game at all, bro.
No, I mean, I might live stream with you. I've got to decide. Maybe I can find something better to do at 425.
It's getting tougher to watch, man. And Canales deserves some time, but it's getting tough, bro.
Canals better get
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
He's gonna have to get time. Like I can't be out here complaining about us making rash decisions about coaching changes, and then we talking about want to get rid of coach, and we ain't even halfway through the season yet, bro. I can't do it yet. I can't do it yet. And if they do it during the bye, which I don't think is gonna happen, because if you do make a decision like that, you'll do it during the bye week. You wouldn't do it now. But they got to trade. If you're done with Bryce, you got to go in and trade him.
Big T said, I think Bryce is going to be given another chance to prove himself next year.
He ain't alone. A lot of folks think that. I just don't think with y'all.
I think so too.
I don't think John.
I think so too.
I believe it when I see it, bro. I believe it when I see it because I don't think
Dave.
so. Yeah, let's shut this thing down. My daughter's staring.
You got anything else?
Nah, I'm good, man. I've sat through enough. It only took me 45 minutes to watch that game, and I was very irritated after I watched that for me in 45 minutes.
Yeah, according to what you're saying, it looks like we do have an opportunity to get busy on the ground. Is Canals going to stick with it? Probably not.
It seems like he's overthinking this shit too much, bro.
I don't know, bro, but just have fun watching Xavier Legette, Jalen Coker, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to see Jonathan Brooks soon. Just take the small victories. That's all we can do at this point because we ain't getting no real L's. I mean, no real W's.
We're getting real L's. We're getting plenty of those.
These L's. I meant W's. But it is.
We're like the L factory. We're bringing them L's in conveyor belt.
Yeah,
that's the Tepper era.
It is what it is, bro.
All right, John.
All right. With that said, man, we're gonna shut this thing down. Happy G-Ho, all the Aggies in the building. It's gonna be turned. I did see somebody say something about mock drafts. I was gonna do one today. I might get one this week out. I'm not sure.
No quarterbacks.
There's a lot going on this week.
No quarterbacks.
I might get one second, third. Second, third.
Fourth.
You know what I mean?
Fourth or later.
Maybe we'll see.
No quarterbacks.
You gotta let the draft come to you. All right. With that said, we're gonna shut this thing down. Like, subscribe, notification bell. We'll holler at y'all on Sunday, maybe sooner. I don't know.
We out here, man. I gotta fly home that day. Peace.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's just it's a late game though.
Yeah, I might be home by then. I mean, my flight's at 11, but we'll figure it out.
We out here,
later. Peace.
Yes, we'll be at the plot. Come see us on the plot on Saturday.
We'll be on the plot on Saturday.
Where we at?
Until the bonfire.
Yep, into the bonfire shot to the next level. I think next level. They're part of it. But
yeah, one of them. They one of them. Salute you guys. Bonfire.
We out of here.
Peace.
Happy G-Ho.